Matatu strike has turned chaotic. If you watch news at this time in various parts of Kenya, it is chaotic, except one place, Kisumu. Kisumu, they are in government and they are not suffering, they are not feeling the effect of fuel prices, so they are comfortable. But in other parts, Nairobi, Nakuru, Mombasa, everywhere, vehicles are not operating. Not even Matatu alone. Not Matatu alone. Even these other vehicles, personal cars, they are not operating. The Matatu operators ensured that personal cars are not operating. Police are trying to contain, but it's getting out of hand. Vehicles are being touched and they're running battles all over. So if you are in Nairobi or a foreigner, know that when such a situation happens, you have to be indoors because you don't know what will happen if you go outside. If you go to the CBD in Nairobi, now it's worse. And the reason why they are demonstrating is because of the rise in fuel prices. So within 1 month, the government has increased the prices of fuel by more than 70 Kenyan shillings. You have diesel, petrol, and kerosene. And people are angry. And they're angry because the cost of living has increased, but salaries have remained constant. They have not increased. So they are feeling the effect. So where someone was spending 100 shillings on transport, now they are spending more than 200 shillings, which is abnormal. You go to the supermarket, where you were spending 5,000 per month, now you are spending 10,000. So it means people are not saving, they're just spending, and they're spending what is not there. The other day, last month, when schools were being opened, Safaricom gave people loans and they increased Fuliza limit. Something happened strange. People rushed to apply for that Fuliza loan. That's a loan. They are rushing to apply. Mobile loan, which they are going to pay with interest. It shows how people are suffering. So Kenyans are suffering because of this, and the government is saying it is because of the war in Iran. Of course, that one can contribute, but Kenyans are asking why are prices of fuel higher in Kenya than in other parts of East Africa, other countries? Why is it more expensive? That is the major reason, and there's no clear explanation from the government. The government does not even care. And today, this morning, they increased the prices of electricity. And I don't know the relationship between electricity and fuel. So they increased electricity prices. They also increased the prices of fuel. Now there's a question that I had one journalist asking the CS. You are saying that you have fuel levy, but there are potholes all over. Every major town has got potholes. And since the last government went out of power, most of the roads have never been maintained. So potholes are all over, even Nairobi CBD. Nakuru is worse. Mombasa is worse, and many other cities. It seems the governors are not even doing their work, they're just sleeping. So that's why most people are angry. And even the government itself, some of the highways during Kibaki's government, during Uru's government, most highways were being maintained every time. When traveling, you see vehicles, you'll see contractors on the road maintaining those roads and ensuring that there are no potholes. But now, when you move anywhere, you must find potholes. And what is worse is the fact that we have garbage all over. Nairobi CBD, there's garbage. You know, the buildings you can see from the air are good, they're modern. But when you visit the ground, there are potholes all over. So there are so many problems. There are so many issues which are accumulating. That's why most Kenyans are angry. The motorists are also angry because they're the ones who are using those roads. They're being told we have fuel levy. We have also other taxes which are increasing the cost of fuel. But they're not seeing the work those levies are doing. Their worry is that if they increase the fare prices, Kenyans will not be able to afford. Most of them will resort to buying bicycles, motorbikes, and they will stop using Matatu. Others will even start walking to work and back because that is the only option they have. So if the government does not act, then it's going to be worse. And as you know, the current government, they don't care about such issues. These people demonstrate 1 day, 2 days, and the government will come and say they will do something, they'll adjust. The president will talk and say, I'm going to adjust, and then they will not adjust. Last time when they decreased the prices, the president said he has ordered for the subsidies to be introduced so that they can caution Kenyans against the prices. What happened? They did not release the funds. That's why these oil companies increased the fuel prices by that big or huge margin. So in Kenya, the situation is getting worse. As we speak now, there are some cars which are being touched, personal cars. People are barricaded roads, and even personal cars are not passing. So if you are a tourist, if you are planning to come to Kenya, you can only use some few roads. But if you are going to Masai Mara, you either go on plane or on air, but not using the road because you are going to use Nairobi Nakuru, which is being barricaded in several places along the way. So that is the situation, and we believe or we think is going to get worse, and even tomorrow is going to get worse. People do not go to work, they're at home. Most people, even students, not go to school. Businesses have closed. Go to Nairobi CBD now, most businesses have closed. Basically, the economy is not moving. Everything is at standstill. So that is what is happening now. And we expect these prices to go up even more, and life will continue to be hard. And you know, next year, 2027, is elections. So if you are any part of Kenya, you can just comment and say, tell us the situation in those sites.